Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. Alexis here with Haute Modesty. How are you today? I hope you guys are doing well. Well, today's video is about things that, or products that surprised me, that I didn't have great expectations for, but they actually perform very well. And I want to share what those products are with you. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, as I said, I have some products here that really went beyond my expectations. And I want to share them with you because some of them I think you heard me talk about in the past, but it's been a while now and it's still performing. So sometimes I may think it's great and I thought that I've used it for a sufficient amount of time, and then something happens, conditions change, environment changes, and then it no longer works anymore. And so I really want to update you on those especially, and especially the ones that still currently work for me. Okay, so just to get started, I do have various different, I have skincare product and also makeup. And I think that's it, right? And also kind of like a in-between product, which is not skincare or makeup. So I'll go over that with you as well. Okay, the first product I want to share with you is called Albaline. And I know you guys have never heard me talk about this. And now I've been using this for about, I guess, 3 months now. And I really wanted to try it and see if it's different from all the other makeup removers. And this is actually a moisturizing cleanser, and this is petroleum based, but it doesn't act the same way as like Vaseline would. This actually melts away and it rinses a lot cleaner than like Vaseline would. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really not sure if it's even a petroleum product, but it feels like it is. It has mineral oil, petroleum, paraffin, creatine, and beta-carotene. So it's actually, and no fragrance. That's it. That's all there is. And what I usually do is when I have difficult makeup to remove, and believe me, those magnetic lashes, those eyeliner, they're nearly impossible to remove. And by the time I get done, my eyes are red and they're irritated. And so I started using this on it, and it actually works really well. And it works without me rubbing into it. So I use this actually for a double step or two-step cleansing. I usually put this on my face, melt away all of the makeup, and then I take a cotton round, and I wipe it off, and then I go in with my other CeraVe soapless cleanser, and because I do have extremely dry skin, as you guys know, and so I do use that. But you know what? This stuff is great, and it is so inexpensive. I got a double pack, 2 of these from Amazon for I think like less than $15, and this is gonna last me a long time. So, but definitely give it a try, and it really surprised me. I saw it actually being used and talked about by one of the dermatologists, Dr. Dre, that's on YouTube. And I said, you know what? She really swears by it. Let me give it a try. It does work. It's great. I love it. And it doesn't leave your skin greasy. Okay, that's number 1 of the products that works, magically well. And the second one, which is also skincare, and I think you guys have seen this because I received this in a box. And this is the one, is the Snow Mushroom Serum. And they actually call this, it's by Volition, and Snow Mushroom Water Serum. And apparently this is from a snow mushroom, which I never heard of, but it has no fragrance, additional fragrance. And I wanted to give it a try, and I was kind of like, yeah, okay, another, the new serum from one of the boxes that's going to be worthless. And so I started using it. It's been over a month now, and as you can see, I've used a pretty good amount of it because you only need very little. And what you do is there's this little button here. You just push this and you see how much comes up. So this is all you need, is this little bit. And then what I did was I actually started using this in place of my toner. And I use a hydrating toner, unlike the alcohol-based toner for people with oily skin. I use mine to hydrate my skin, and I usually use the Paula's Choice Hydrating Toner. So I stopped using that, and I started using this in its place. And it really surprises me because I see difference in my skin, and this is the only difference that changes I made. And I usually like to make just one change at a time so that way I know if the product is working or not. And this really surprised me. You know what? I said to myself, this is not going to work. This is going to be like anything else that I get in my box. It's worthless. But the only reason why I really wanted to try it because it didn't have fragrance and it was quite pricey according to, you know, what the retail price of this was. And it does work. You know, I'm happy with it. Would I rebuy this? That's a good question. Probably not. I say that only because the Paula's Choice Hydrating Toner actually does about the same thing, and it's much less in price. And this doesn't do something like really magical. It maintained my skin and maintained the turgor of my skin and applied moisture to it, and it was very similar to the action of my other toner, which is a serum based toner. So would I spend that much money for it? No, because I believe this was over $60. And the thing is, if it was listed that, I definitely would. If it was a price comparative to Paula's Choice, I would change. But not because of the cost of this is just like maybe triple of what I use already. I won't. But if I get another one in a box, yeah, I'll use it. Definitely. It's good stuff. Okay? And so now that's it for a skincare that really surprised me. All the other things that, you know, that I don't think works, doesn't really work. And if I come up with something like this where it's like, wow, I will come on and let you know about it. And next is not a skincare product or makeup, but it is something in between. And that's this here. It is a serum, and it is a eyebrow growing serum, and I never believed that these things work. And this is by Grandy Brow, and they call this brow enhancing serum. And in the 80s, when I used to pluck my eyebrows, I mean, I plucked it so very thin. I had pencil thin eyebrows, and that's always bothered me, you know. And because I have to really add a lot of products in my eyebrows now to get them shaped the way I want. And so I said, you know what, I'll give it a try. I actually started with the smaller one. I think I may have showed you that in my last empties, which is only good for 8 weeks. And this one here I think is good for about 6 months. And I never thought it would work. But I'm noticing my eyebrows are getting thicker. Not only that, which is annoying, but because I've been putting it like all over the place, it's growing underneath where I don't want them, you know? So I have to be a little more selective on where I apply this, but I am getting eyebrows, I mean, all the way down here because, I mean, here I am. I take this out. It actually comes in a little like this, right? And I usually just all over the place. And now I've got hair growing places where I don't want it to grow. So now I have to focus it a little more. But one thing I've noticed that it's growing right in here where it was like really thin. And I'm really grateful. And it works. And another thing, unlike the Latesse, or whatever they call that, it's for the eyelashes. This doesn't have the side effects that the eyelashes one do. And the one with the eyelashes, the growth serum, you have to be really careful because you could get darkening on your eyelids. And a lot of people don't know that. And they end up getting these dark marks on their eyelids that they can't get rid of because it's changed, the chemical has changed the pigmentation. This doesn't do that. And so, but this is good product and it works. Okay. And now going into the makeup, I have a few things. I have 4 palettes and 1 eyeshadow and well, let me just get into it. First, I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer. You guys heard me talk about this concealer. This is one that I got, I chose as my choice in BoxyCharm couple of months ago now, September I think it was, and I've been using this ever since, and I really love this. Dose of Color. I didn't think it would work. I said, you know what, this is another brand that's just like really overhyped. I'm using it right now. and it actually works, and I like it because it doesn't settle into my lines, my fine lines like other ones do. And it's just, it doesn't dry very quick, because I like the Natasha Denona one, but that thing just dries so quick. And being that it dries quick, it doesn't give me as fine line, but it's hard to work with. And so this one, which is really easy to work with, I just, throw some under my eyes, and I only use it when I need it. I don't use it every time, because I don't have dark circles under my eyes usually, but if I want to brighten my eyes, I'll use this. But this really surprised me. It works. It doesn't settle into my lines. It's easy to work with. You can put it on both under eye and just take your time and getting it, on there perfect. And the shades, they come, I believe, 32 different shades. I may be wrong, but it's a lot, okay? And this is a perfect shade. And that's one thing I do have problems is finding a perfect shade for my under eye. But this is good. Dose of colors. Surprised me. Will I buy it again? Yeah, I would, because the price point is also right on this one. And also, as far as this brow, very expensive. I believe this was like $80. Will I buy it again? I don't know. It depends, right? If it's permanent, then I won't need to, right? But if it's not, am I going to spend $80 over and over and over? Probably not. It is what it is. My eyebrow's just going to have to get drawn then. Anyway, I diverted. Sorry about that. And so that was the Dose of Colors concealer. And next thing that really, really surprised me, and I never thought it would perform, and I'm wearing it right now. It's the eyeshadow palette by Makeup Geek. And this is made in the US. For the longest time, I don't know why, I thought Makeup Geek was made in China, or People's Republic of China, PRC. But it's not. It's made in the US. And I said, you know what? If that's the case, let me give it a try. I didn't have great expectations. I'm like, these are nice colors, but basically they're probably going to, not last. But such a surprise. When I was putting it on this morning, it wasn't one that I was doing a tutorial on. I said, you know what, let me just throw on makeup really fast because I have to get things done today. And it's so easy to work with. Color story on this is beautiful. It's a quad, and I don't need, usually when it's a quad, I don't have enough colors to complete a look. But this actually has 2 mattes and 2 frosts. And it's perfect. Well, this one I think may be more of a metallic. Let me see. Yeah, and the thing I love about this, there we go, is that it's the color story that I love, and I don't have to pick. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I like to have very limited number of colors to work with, and this one is 4, and so I said, you know what? I'm in a hurry. Let me just do this, and look at the look that I came out with. And, it surprised me, Makeup Geek. And this actually came in one of my boxes. And it's easy to blend. It's not over the top. And this is an everyday palette that I could actually, I'm sure I'm going to go to this one a lot. Because it's one that when I'm in a hurry, I don't need to say, oh, which color am I going to use? There's 24 colors here. What am I going to do? This is boom, 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 done. Right? And so this is almost as good as one and done, but it gives you a little bit of variation. So, although you could use some of these colors just one and done. So, but yeah, I like it. Would I buy it? Yeah, I would, because these are, Makeup Geek is pretty inexpensive. The price point is perfect. And so, yeah, it's good. Nice texture. Oh, and no kick up in a pan. That's another thing. And I say that a lot because I hate things that kick up in a pan, because it's number one, it's a waste. Number two, it's a pain in the butt because it gets all over the place, right? And so this one had no kick up in a pan, which is very nice. And I really enjoyed the colors. And I don't know what you guys think about it, but the eye look I have, like I said, is using this palette and only this palette. So you let me know. Okay, and this other product is by Kaja. And this product I wasn't going to use it, but I tried it because I messed up my eye look. And let me see, is this also made in the US? I think it is made in the US, right? Oh, it's made in Korea. It's made in Korea, sorry. And that's okay. They have different rules and how they manufacture stuff in Korea, so I will use it. And well, anyway, how I use this one is because I was going to give it away and it wasn't a giveaway bag. And then what happened was I messed up my look and I said, oh my God, I need something that I can cover it up with some kind of metallic to make it, you know, fix this, because otherwise I'm going to make it worse. And so I reached for this and I said, oh, all right, fine, I'll just use it. And then I did, and it was so nice. I think, I don't know which video it was I was wearing it, and I got compliments on my eye look, and I said, oh, okay, good. So it worked out. It was a nice accident. And this one is called Moon Crystal. And I'm going to swatch this for you but it goes a long way. I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit. Okay. Okay. You see how much I put on there, right? Teeny tiny bit. And then let's see, let me get a brush here and really quick. Okay. Now, here it is. Where is it? Okay. Let me do it like this. So, okay. Here we go. And look at this. Isn't it beautiful? That teeny tiny bit that I just put on there, a dot. Actually, I can stretch this even more because look, I mean, the color actually is very beautiful. And it surprised me. I put it, you know, I messed up my eyes and I said, oh, great. And now I need to kind of fix it with something. And when I put this on and it just, in a way, turned my head, it just like sparkled. And it's, you know, it's duochrome. It's actually blue. Well, obviously, this is almost trichrome because it's got a gray, purple, and silver. And that purple has a brown undertone to it. So let me see. I don't know if the camera's capturing it, but here it is. And I really like it. And it worked really well over my messed up eye look. So that's that. That surprised me. Okay, and the last three items are all from the same company, and I know you've heard me talk about it, and it's because they came together as a set, and it's by Tarte. And these are the three. This one is a little toasted, right? Yeah, little toasted. This one is little juicy, and I did a look on that, and I'll link that below for you so you can see. And the third one is little bloom, and these actually are called Lil, L-I-L, because they are the smaller versions of the full-size palette. The full-size palette is $39 each. These set of three was $49. And then one thing I like about it is that, you know, I don't usually use black in any of my palettes because it's just not a color that I use for my eye look. And then for eyeliner, I have to use something that's waterproof, so I won't use it as eyeliner either. And so, you know, and that means I get only 9 colors instead of 12. But, I mean, these are the colors that I use and I love. This is a dark brown, looks black, but it's actually dark brown. And this one here is the little bloom. And the colors that I'm missing from the bigger one, it's ones that I probably wouldn't use anyway. And so it works. And this one here is kind of like a, you know, neutral color. And this is good for days that I'm not doing, you know, too much with it, or I can mix these neutral colors with other things. And the thing is, the texture on these are wonderful. I was very surprised because I was really disappointed by the Tarte's Wonderland, Enchanted Wonderland palette, which I bought like right before this one. So I was like, I hope I'm not disappointed by it, but these are so creamy. The texture on these are beautiful, and it's pigmented, which really surprised me, the pigments that it contained, especially this one. And like I said, I will link it below. And there it is. And this is my color story. This is me in a palette, like I said in my other video. And the color, I mean, I don't have to go in over and over and over. I mean, it's just very pigmented. I go in maybe 2 times at the most and just really make that look. The only thing, though, that I would say the negative thing about this is that it does give a little, I mean, very minimal amount of kick up in a pan, but not much. But yeah, I just want to let you know that piece because you know me, I have a pet peeve about kick up in a pan. But this one has a minimal, only on the matte colors though, the matte shades, and the rest, you know, like this creamy part of it here, it doesn't. And you know, just to show you, in case you don't remember, I mean, look at the color in this. Look at the pigmentation, and let's see. There we go. I put it here. You see it? I mean, I'm just showing you one color, but this is how pigmented and beautiful the rest of the palette is. It's not just one color. And so, and I love it. And the cost, you can't beat it. You know, the price point on this is like incredible. And I didn't think I would reach for it as much as I have been reaching for these. And, you know, I really, really, really do love it. And, it's kind of sad because I have so many Natasha Denona palettes and I have so many Pat McGrath palettes that I'm reaching for these more than anything. But you know, for my Natasha Denona and also Pat McGrath palettes, I like that more for like a dressy look and more of a crazy fun look. And I think I need to reach for it more though. So especially with the price point. And let me show you this one here. This is a little toasted. And this, I mean, the color story on these are gorgeous. And the way they apply is, it's just, I can't say enough about it. Put it that way. And then also it comes to, look at the mirror. You know, it comes with a huge mirror. And to pay $49 for 3 of these, okay, there's 27 colors for $49. Think about the other palettes, like Natasha Denona. You have, what, 12? And how much you paying for it? And yeah, so, but very good, very surprising, surprised me, the performance of this and the cost and the price point of this. And so, yeah, I mean, these are things that's it, but these are things that really unexpectedly good that I have experienced and I wanted to share them with you. And, you know, why I thought that. So if you have anything that you expected not to really perform but really surprised you and it was a positive, put it down below and let me know about it. And maybe, you know, I'll be able to get it and give you my opinion on it, because all of these products work differently for different people, but pretty much the eyeshadows are going to work, you know, the way, you know, the texture and everything else. It might be technique that how it works, but I mean, it's going to work pretty much the same for everybody. Whereas for skincare is a little bit different. Skincare and things like the brow grow, it may not work for some people, but for makeup, it should all work pretty much the same. So I hope I added value for you. And if you think so, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'll do what I've been doing recently is I will wait for you. Are you finished? Thank you for subscribing. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, I hope you had a good day and I hope you have fun with me. I have fun with you. I love recording content for you. And more, you guys are giving me information and ideas of what you want to see. So I will go ahead and start doing them and focus on them, okay? And so, as I always say, never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.